So I'm going to make a live stream. Okay. YouTube. So this is no, plus someone. Give the link. It's going to go on YouTube. Not it be on YouTube. You can download it from there. You can watch. Also, it doesn't have Zoom and watch on YouTube. She's just a person. Yeah. I go back to you. Yeah, it's going live. You're now live. I go to Okay. When daughter comes, you tell me, you start presenting. What of you critique? Okay.
Elimka. Okay. Dalaro. Adorba more presentation as it there.
Yes, you can see me. Hello? Yeah, I can see you now. The poster is now okay? The timing now? I don't know. Jota has come? Yeah, the poster is now okay. The poster is now okay. Yeah, I can see you now. Okay. Okay, that's it. Are you online? Okay. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yes. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, I'm now back. Hello? Yeah. There we go. Okay, Jota has come? Jota, I have not seen him. Okay. Yeah. I can now begin. You can start now. So you are starting at 16:48. You're ending at 5 exactly. Okay. Thank you. My name is Kana, a student of UMI pursuing a Master of Science, specializing in procurement. My research topic is procurement planning and contract administration. Contract administration will be operationalized in terms of monitoring, supervision, and the payment procedures, whereas procurement planning will be operationalized in terms of procurement needs assessment, budgeting, and the work plan. My statement of the problem that generated this topic was, in the past, Yumbe district local government, the administration of contracts in Yumbe district local government was very poor. This led to projects being incomplete. Shoulder works were being done by the contractors. Contracts would expire without being extended. There was also competence on the side of the contract administrators. On addition to that, even the PPD report in the year 2014 also indicated that performance of procurement in Yumbe was really unsatisfactory. This also was coupled with another report from Auditor General's office in the year 2006, which indicated that the performance of contracts in Yumbe districts was unsatisfactory. Coupled with that, I was meant to think and to come out with my topic on procurement planning and contract administration in Yumbe district. My conceptual framework, my DV is contract administration, operationalized in terms of monitoring, supervision, and the payment procedures. On the other side, side of procurement planning, which is my IV, the indicators are needs assessment, procurement budgeting, and the work plan. My conceptual framework was guided by project management book, the year 2008, by Sheka and Bisangabasajja, the year 2010. Another guidance also came from the PPDA Act 2003 and the Local Government Regulations 2006, which helped me to come up with the conceptual framework on procurement planning practices and contract administration. Yes. I proceed. Proceed. I proceed? Proceed. Yeah, proceed. Okay. My research design was a survey research design that I adopted to explain my variables on the DV and the IV. I also used a research design because it was good for a sample size, to carry out a sample survey that can easily be examined. Go ahead. Yes, my sample, my study sample, my population study, my sample study, population study was 52, and my sample size was 48. This is according to Morgan, Cranch and Morgan, 1970. My sample techniques, I used a questionnaire, interview guide, documentary review to collect both primary and secondary data. I was able to test my data collections and data collection items, that's the questionnaire and the interview guide, using validity and the reliability. I was able to pretest the instruments so that they can be valid and able to establish the truth. On my Moses? Yeah, I'm getting you. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Okay. We're getting you live on YouTube. Okay, you're getting me live on YouTube. Thank you. Yes. On data analysis, my response rate for all my questionnaires and interviews were 100%. I was also able to find out the background characteristics of my respondents in terms of sex, age, education level, departments in which they work, and the categories. What I would need to emphasize here that almost 90%, 94% of my respondents were male, only 6% were female. And the other findings that I discovered during a background check of the respondents was that most of the respondents were highly educated. Majority had a degree, were degree holders, and they had postgraduate diplomas as well. However, there was no respondent who was below 30 years, neither there was no respondent above 30 years. In analyzing my data, that that was collected. Most of my respondents were in agreement with my questions, statements on procurement needs assessment and contract administration as my objective number one. Analysis of the results indicated that most of the responses were in agreement with all the questions that I posed to them. And when I tested my hypothesis one, which is there is a strong positive relationship. There's a strong positive relationship between procurement needs assessment and contract administration. That was my hypothesis one, which I tested. The first test was I used the Pearson correlation coefficient to test the relationship in the variables. The results indicated that the correlation coefficient was 0.77 at a significant level of 0.000, which indicated a positive relationship between procurement needs assessment and contract administration. The regression analysis also indicated a strong positive relationship between procurement needs assessment and contract administration by 69.8%. This gave an indication that procurement needs assessment possibly influences contract administration. On my second analysis of my second hypothesis, that is positive relationship between procurement budgeting and contract administration. The results indicated that the correlation coefficient was 0.731 with a significant result of 0.0, which gave a strong positive correlation, significant relationship between procurement work plan, procurement needs assessment, procurement budget, between procurement budgeting and contract administration. The regulation analysis also indicated that there's a positive relationship between procurement budgeting and contract administration by 68.7%. This indicated that contract administration highly depends on procurement budgeting as reflected in the relationship. In testing my third hypothesis, that is, there is a positive relationship between procurement work plan and the contract administration. Majority of my responses agreed with my question statement on this issue. And the results indicated a strong correlation coefficient of 0.86 with a p-value of 0.00 showing a significant positive relationship between procurement work plan and contract administration. The regression analysis also indicated that Any variation in contract administration is a result of a variation in procurement work plan by 74.4%. This indicated that procurement work plan positively influences contract administration, and contract administration highly is dependent on procurement work plan. If there's any positive change in procurement work plan, then this change is reflected as well in contract administration. In conclusion, procurement needs assessment, procurement work plan, and budgeting has a strong relationship with contract administration. Any changes in contract administration is as a result of positive changes in the variables in IV, independent variables. One of my recommendations in this study is that government should support district local governments across the country, both at the local level and at the national level, to build the capacity of the entities in relation to procurement planning and contract administration. This also goes to government that there's need also to motivate those good performing entities so that others can also follow and imitate and also be on the same page. I want to thank you so much for listening to me.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank you so much for your presentation.
Okay, sir.
You have taken 10 minutes presenting this, and
Okay. Yes.
Based on the previous comment, you see your posture is good, and at least here the bandwidth has also improved. At least I was able to notice the very few cases of weak bandwidth. Yeah, at least your reading from the text has also minimized, although there are some breaks in between. I know you've improved with time. Thank you very much for the presentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Welcome. So by the way, you've been live on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me come and see my recordings there.
Okay.
Bye.